Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? What's happening, yo? Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yo, 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 yo. We got 14 people watching. What's happening? Okay, we got 12 people. Never mind. Scared 2 people off. Anyway. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Drawing a flamingo. Flamingo, yo, today. Start blocking this thing in real quick. Let's see, we got this. We got bottom of him. Hey, what's going on, Ben's Art? What's going on, Amanda? What's going on, Joyce? What's going on, everybody? And everybody else that's here, that's hiding. Hello, Danny. Hello, Philip. What's happening? Yeah, another day, another live stream. Yeah, hopefully another day, another good drawing. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll see what I can do here. Starting off very quickly because I want to just get something down on the paper here. Jessica, what's happening? ISG, what's happening? EJLC, Elise, LEC, Eclipse 99, what's going on, everybody? So like I said, super quickly here, just trying to get something down. Don't know that it's correct, but we're trying. I'm gonna fix some things if I have to, but hopefully it's pretty correct. So just focusing on some angles a bit here. And let's see, this goes up. Something like that, possibly. How's everybody doing? Hello from Pennsylvania, says Nature Sketches. Thanks for joining from Pennsylvania. I know it's a little later there, so I appreciate you joining. Just trying to get this going here. I think we're pretty close. I mean, it's not bad, I guess. So I kind of decided how I'm going to go about this sketch. Yeah, definitely, Philip, definitely some beautiful weather here in NorCal, that's for sure, man. Where I'm at right now, it's like, I don't even know the temperature, it's like 84 or something, sunny. It's amazing. Haven't even been outside today. I've been slacking. Definitely going to go out after this, though, before the sunset. Maybe go for a little scenic drive or something, just to get out of the house. There's some beautiful wildflowers blooming right now. A lot of orange, golden California poppies blooming, and some other kind of purple flower blooming as well. Really beautiful, man. Just fields of these wildflowers right now. So I like driving a few days a week, just going out and seeing them. Seeing the sights around town a bit. So I think a head needs to be like fatter or something. Somebody else is drawing a flamingo as well. They said it looks weird. Well, flamingos look weird anyway. That's for sure. Somebody in the Philippines. We got somebody from Mexico, Egypt, Mexico, Philippines, Georgia, Pennsylvania. I'm in California. We got other people from California as well. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to see where everybody's at. Or to hear where everybody is at. So, like I was saying, I think I figured out how I'm going to do this pen and ink. So it's going to be a little different than normal. Not much different, but I think the pink color is going to be the tone of the paper. I'm going to do some white on the feathers, white on the beak, white on this back leg. Maybe a little bit of shadowing in some areas, but then I'm going to do a black background with vertical lines rather than a white background. I think that'll really make it pop because we already have the white up here, the white here, and then boom, we'll have dark for the background. I don't really do too many dark backgrounds, but I figured this one, it makes sense because we already have the white on the animal. I don't know. We'll see if it works. That's my idea. Anyway. But I think I got this pretty well so far. It looks flamingo-like, I think. The only thing that's missing is kind of the beak, the line of this beak. That's what's really going to give it the character, I think. There we go. Something like that, kind of. A little nostril line. Does that look like a flamingo? Maybe my leg's too far back, huh? Yeah, okay, so just doing some measuring, quick measuring there. Wanted to double check. So maybe something like this. Looks a little more balanced now, like he's not going to tip over, possibly. Okay. Australia, Wisconsin, Missouri, Brazil. Man, a lot of folks, a lot of different folks. I am not watercoloring this one. Question about when you watercolor, do you stretch the paper? I do not. I just go straight into it with watercolor, paint and water. I don't think it's necessary to stretch the paper. Maybe for like larger pieces of paper it is. I don't really do too many very large paintings yet, so it's not something I'm like concerned about. But I think people should just do what they think is best, you know? And for me, I don't really see a need to stretch it yet, so I don't do it. Simple as that. Okay, well, good enough, close enough. Looks like a flamingo, I think. I've already spent, what, 10 minutes on the sketch, so now I got to get the ink going. Okay. Get this ink going. Actually, I'm going to lighten up the drawing. So I just drew all that just so I could erase all of it, basically. Just kidding. I'm just lightening it up so that when I put the ink down, you won't really see much of the pencil work. Won't even have to really erase most of it later on. It's already kind of gone. Just helps a little bit. It lets me be a little more free with the ink anyway. I can kind of correct some things if I need to. So now we just have like a ghostly image. Okay, we're not using the Prismacolor anymore. Something is dead, basically. Thank you, EJ. Appreciate it. They said they love my drawing skills. Greatly appreciated. See you, Cassie. Thanks for joining in for a little while. So let's try to zoom in here a bit. There we go. Get the whole thing in on there. Where do I start? Where should I start? Just start up here, I guess. Flamingo. Exactly. So I'm just going to ink this in pretty quickly. Try not to get too caught up in detail or anything. Just having a little bit of fun today, of course, like I always do. How's it going, Kevin? No problem. Thanks for joining. No, Philip, it's all good, man. I like terrible jokes, actually. I'm into like dad jokes and stuff, man. So like I said, we're just doing a quick one here. Quick. Some quick sketching. Trying to get idea of some feathers here, just a little bit of layering and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Not bad, I guess. At least not yet. So pretty much got down most of the ink already. I'm gonna end up thickening up some of the line work. I think try to make it more dynamic, as I always try to do. Don't know that I'm always successful at it, but try to be. Somebody else watching from the Philippines, that's cool. How can I perfect my sketching? You just gotta sketch more, basically. There's no like secret to it, you know. If there was, it would be, everybody would know the secret. But the secret is just draw more. Sketch more. Learn more. Probably should have made the neck a little bit thinner at the top, but too late now. Oh well. I know it looks a little weird right now. That's all right. I'll just start shading it possibly. Start looking a little bit better. Just making some feather shapes. Something similar to feather shapes. Just try not to worry too much about it. It gets a little darker underneath here, so I'm just gonna, pretty confident that I can shade some of that in right now. Probably this whole leg as well. And some of these feathers. But I don't want to shade too much, 'cause some of this is going to be the tone of the paper, so I got to be careful here. Somebody asked me a question. What do you think of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure artwork? I was trying to reproduce pages from JoJo's art book and it seems so difficult. Is it okay to draw super complicated stuff when you're a beginner? Well, I've never heard of that book or anything, or that artist. I have no idea. Maybe somebody else in the chat has heard about it and could speak on it. I can't. Drawing complicated stuff when you're a beginner, I mean, you can try it. I mean, it's going to obviously be challenging, but it could potentially make you better. But I mean, you just want to, I think you want to try a bunch of different stuff. Try some easy stuff, try some complicated stuff, try stuff that's in the middle. You know, just try everything. That's always the answer usually. It's like, just do everything. Try it all. See what works the best. Do you get better when you do complicated stuff? Does it make you frustrated? Is it not improve your drawing? You know, try to pay attention to this kind of stuff. And try to figure out what works for you. Because there's no one size fits all to this art stuff, you know, like whatever works for me may not work for you. And, you know, vice versa, and you have to figure out your own path through all this, basically. Carve your own path, your own trail. So, got a flamingo, folks. Still looks pretty bizarre. I think we're going to need that white on the beak and on the feathers and stuff. Really give it more dimension, more shading and stuff here shortly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start putting some white on just to get some differences in some shading going and stuff. Because I think I'm gonna need just a little bit more to work with before I can figure out what else to shade. Okay, life is good. Life is great. I want to start watercolors. Where do I start? You start by getting some watercolor paint, some watercolor paper, something to paint, as in a subject, and you do it. I know I kind of oversimplified it, but that's, I mean, it's really what you do. That's what I did. Yeah, that's like, just try not to overthink. Don't overcomplicate things. Just get the materials, keep that motivation, and just do it. All right, so we're gonna see if this works. I'm not feeling too excited about this drawing. Okay, it looks a little better now, actually. Just as I was about to say, I'm not too excited about this one yet. I think I'm gonna get excited here, hopefully. So hopefully this will come out well. Hopefully this will come out well. Any other questions here? Do you have some day where you can't draw things? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely have days where I struggle a bit more than other days. I mean, if you go just a few live streams ago on my channel, I tried drawing a raccoon in pen and ink, and just the pencil part of it, the sketching part of it, took me like half an hour to 40 minutes or something. I mean, it was definitely a struggle. And in the end, the drawing came out pretty well, I think, in the end, but it took a lot longer than this drawing has taken me and that other drawings have taken me. You know, there's just some days where I may not be in the best mood to want to do it, but I try to do it anyway, and it's difficult. You know, sometimes you just have to do your best. You just have to show up and hope for the best. You know, not every day is going to be a great day with anything in life, and it's just those times you have to get through it. Sometimes you have to just push a little bit, have some patience, and you'll break through the other side, man. It always happens, you know. With so many things in life, you end up breaking through, and you'll get better. It's always like it's always a process, you know, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps, you know, you slowly get there over time, and sometimes it's hard to see, that progression because you're in the journey the whole way. You know, you forget where you were a few months ago, but when you look back at the drawings you've done and stuff, you can see like, wow, okay, I am getting a lot better actually. It's kind of like when your hair is growing or something, you don't see the slow progression of it every day. But if you see someone that hasn't seen you in like half a year and you let your hair grow out, you know, they'll be like, wow, you look completely different. But to you, you see yourself every day. You look the same every day, a little bit different every day. But you don't notice as much of a big difference. Same thing with drawing, you know, it just happens. Happens like that with art and drawing and life. All right, what do you guys think of this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not super thrilled about this. Maybe I need more dark shading across the whole thing, I think. Some more darker areas, for sure. To try to get more dimension and everything. I don't know. We could try that. I have the hiccups. Yeah, definitely need to go darker under here. Darker, darker, darker. Just read the chat here, see if there's any I think I missed a bunch of stuff here, guys. If you see the photo in black and white, could it help the shading process? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. If the photo was in black and white, because then you just go with what the photo looks like. You know, if you want to go that dark with it. A lot of the times I don't normally go with the exact values of the photo. Because there's sometimes where I don't want to go as dark as the photo is, or I don't want to go as light as the photo is. It just depends. I just want it to look good within my drawing, if that makes sense. You know, I just kind of make it up a little bit, or kind of tweak it. So that's why I kind of like keep it in color a lot of the times, just because it allows me to be a little more creative, I guess. If you would paint this flamingo, what colors do you recommend? Ooh, that's tough. Okay, let's see. So for the main color of the flamingo, I would probably go with definitely some kind of red and a yellow. Wow, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I should paint this flamingo in the future if we can figure it out. It would definitely be some kind of orange with a little bit of alizarin crimson in it, like a pink magenta. And then some kind of color to gray it down, whether you put a little bit of blue into it or a little bit of ivory black. Something to gray it down. Otherwise, it would be too strong of a color. You know, you don't want it to be orange or pink or something. So it'd have to be like in the middle between some of those colors, if that makes sense. More neutral, not as saturated. Did you ever draw at least one joke drawing or a meme or something? You know, when I was a kid, I drew a lot of stuff like that, but not recently. What is your job? I'm a graphic designer for a healthcare management company. Are you going to put some noise in the background? Yes, I probably will. I'm probably going to do a darker background. Miss a bit of dark under the front wing. Yes, I'm working on that. Over that odd feather sticking out. Yeah, this one back here, it's kind of weird. This is a tough one. I'm trying to figure out how much Flamingo's whole image identity is about its color. Yeah. Maybe if you darken the background, help see what you need to emphasize on the bird. That's probably a good idea, actually. That's for sure. And yes, for anybody wondering, the Amanda in the chat, she's the chat moderator. So for anybody spamming or whatever, she can handle you guys. And she's my my big sister, actually. So yeah, she helps me out when she can, and I greatly appreciate it. So you guys better watch out, son. Just kidding, man. Most of you guys out there are really great folks, so I appreciate that. Yeah, so maybe I'll do some of the background now. I think I want a dark background. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Should I just start putting it in? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. There's no stopping now, no turning back. No turning back. Yeah, I probably should have did the dark background first. Now I can see that it's like same shade as the Flamingo. Okay, well, lesson learned. It's okay, I can always darken it more. The background, that is. But hopefully it'll pop the Flamingo in places where it's needed. Just doing my best here, folks. We'll see what happens. It's always an experiment, man. It's always an experiment. These, oh, it's kind of cool, actually. It doesn't look that bad once you zoom it out. Yeah, this works. This is cool. I like this. What do you guys think? It's pretty interesting. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Break out the Sharpie. I don't know about that. We'll see. Try to do the background with a different hatch. Well, too late now. Too late now. I don't know, man. I've done so many drawings with the vertical lines. I really love doing that. It's kind of part of my style, I guess. And some, part of one of my styles, I guess. Like I said, I can go over this again. I can make it a little darker. I could even try a thicker pen if I wanted to at this point. But let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I might not need to do much more to the Flamingo. If I just get the background pretty nice. I don't want to spend more time on something that doesn't need it, It's just crazy how once you put something behind or like in the background, it just changes the whole context of the animal, the value of the animal. It's crazy. It surprises me every time I do it still. I do this every other day, and I'm still surprised every time. Can we do this tone paper with a watercolor wash and then use ink in it? This paper, you can't, because I mean, I can try it one day, but this paper is 80 pound. This is 80 pound paper. Watercolor paper, like normal, you know, middle of the line watercolor paper is 140 pound. So this paper would just fall apart, I think, unfortunately. Now, one thing I can try, I have this paper. I'll show you guys. I have this tone paper, and it is tone tan mixed media, and it's not a sketchbook. It's kind of like glued together, so each page just rips off. I've done some gouache paintings with these, and this is 184 pound paper. So that may be something I can do eventually. Maybe we do some gouache or watercolor on these and pen and ink. They'll be a little bit smaller, but I have some tan and I have some gray, so that could be cool. I got a bunch of that stuff, like 35 sheets right now. Oh, actually I got some more. So I've done some gouache sketches. I don't know where they are right now. Wow, where are, oh, here they are. So this is, I did these back during Inktober. I was doing black and white gouache, and then I've done some color. Hey, look at that. It looks familiar, doesn't it? Some of you guys? It's that watercolor I did the other day. So I've done some gouache studies. This one's really fun. I like the texture in this one. A lot of dry brushing and stuff. Pretty cool. Some of these aren't that great. This one's pretty cool. More texture there again. See that? But anyway, yeah, I've done some, that's a jellyfish. Done some gouache studies with these. So I don't know how watercolor would look on the tone paper. So it might be something cool to try. But I hope you guys enjoy seeing some of these sketches. So little break there, a little detour. I see you guys talking about chalk or something. I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about. I kind of missed all those comments. But yeah, I don't really like chalk. It's very messy. I don't like chalk. I don't like charcoal. I don't like pastels. Anything with like powder, dust, it's just too messy. It gets everywhere. And I think that's one reason why I got into pen and ink, because it's not messy. Nothing you have to worry about. You just pick up a pen, put the ink down on the paper, and it looks great. You get a lot of contrast. It's a lot of fun. It's easy. It's quick. The only thing that sucks is these pens die in like 2 weeks on this paper for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I guess the paper is really rough, and they say you're supposed to draw with these fine liners at a 90-degree angle, like straight up and down. Who draws like that? Does anybody out there draw like that? Let me know in the chat. Anybody draw a 90-degree angle like that? I mean, I don't know. You sit there and draw like this. Ugh. I can't, it doesn't feel natural to me. I could draw it like a 45-degree angle, like that, not like this. So I guess I'll just keep ruining pens before they're ready to die. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how far out I want to go with this shading, so I'm going to space it out a lot back here, and then closer and closer. So the only other thing I can think of doing is kind of a little more shading on the bird in some places. Some of these feathers, maybe giving some kind of dimension here to some of these might help. There we go. Kind of just if you guys can see that, just creating a little more separation with some of the feathers and darkening areas. This is kind of all dark here. So just pushing the contrast a bit there. Maybe some more contrast here on this wing. Kind of make it roll underneath the bird a bit as it is. Some more shadowing here, here. Just trying to create some different layers and stuff between the wings, or feathers, wings, whatever they are. Darken up some of these lines maybe. Not bad, not bad. A little darker over here, I guess. How about black ballpoint pens? I have a bunch of those. You know what they end up doing? When you look at them in a different light, like if you move them, the ink is like a reddish. It looks kind of purpley red. And with this ink, it stays black and dark. So unfortunately, like a black ballpoint pen, it doesn't look as nice to me, to be honest. Otherwise, I would use those. Maybe a blue pen or something would be cool. Some blue ink pen sketches. I like blue pens better anyway. So maybe that'd be cool. But yeah, the ink isn't as good, of course, because they're cheaper pens, cheaper ink. It's just different quality. They're not archival and stuff like that, if you care about that kind of stuff. So we're getting close here, I think. I think I'm getting close to the end here. I don't know what you guys think. Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it's getting there. This wing shape is a little odd that I did, but that's okay. I think I just need more feathers here or something. There we go. Where did you buy the micro pen? Oh, there's already a link there on Amazon. Yeah, ballpoint pens kind of glob up all the time too. That's true. They get like a big glob of ink and stuff. Yeah, they're just not the best. They're not the best when it comes to stuff like this, but these pens are kind of annoying to me as well because they end up dying in 2 weeks. The tips just wear out. But I haven't found any. I've already tried to do 2 different kinds, so I'm not sure what else to do. I think I just have to deal with it. And I bought a lot of pens this time. I kind of stocked up, so I should be good for the next 2 months or something, possibly. What else do we need here? Is this good? Oh, that's a little thick. Went a little thick there on that line. It's okay. Getting a lot of comments today. I can't even keep up, man. I can't keep up. Why did you want to draw a flamingo, though? It was a suggestion. It's been suggested many times, and someone on the last stream was like, you still haven't done the flamingo, man. What's going on? So I was like, all right, I'll do a flamingo. So yeah, I take suggestions, just like the rhino I did the other day. And that rhino came out really well, I think, that I drew. And that was a suggestion from someone. So yeah, sometimes I just get these suggestions and I just roll with it. Because sometimes I run out of ideas. I don't know what I should do. And I ask other people in my life for help. And they give me some good advice, give me some good stuff. And sometimes I take suggestions from you guys. So it just depends. And that's why I did a flamingo. How about some grass in the feet? Oh, you mean like down here, like grass growing up? I don't know. I kind of like, honestly, it might help it. I kind of like how it looks like it's floating, though. It kind of has this like floating quality. It's like disappears. I don't know. Something about it looks cool, like the way it is. But I get what you're saying. Could you add a little darker black on the lower back where the white is for some more pop? Yeah, maybe. The problem is I don't know where I want the contrast. I kind of like it being around the head and this kind of being secondary, even though there's the most white there. So, I'm kind of torn about that. But maybe if I add a little more darkness around the head, then I can add more darkness around the back as well. I don't know. That's a good point, though. What time is it? 6:08. We gotta plug in my laptop. Hold on, guys. Okay, got down to like 30% there. And then I hit the camera. Okay. Do I have an Instagram or a Twitter? Yes, I have both. Instagram, I'm Schaefer Art. Twitter, I'm Art Schaefer. I don't really use Twitter that much, to be honest. I kind of just repost stuff from other places. I'm more of an Instagram person and Facebook person. But, I mean, I haven't really been doing much lately on any of the social media, except for YouTube. But I do post on Instagram every once in a while. So yeah, follow me on there, for sure. I'd appreciate it. Can the next drawing be a cat? Maybe. How about a polar bear? Cool, I could do a polar bear. I've done a polar bear in the past, not on a live stream, but on a video. I could always do another one. Could be cool. Eventually I want to do like 1 or 2 portraits or something, maybe a self-portrait soon. I know people have been suggesting that, but it's definitely more involved than an animal, so might have to wait till the weekend when I have a little more time to work on something like that. and maybe we'd all have a little more time to watch something like that. Hopefully it wouldn't take me very long, but you never know. Okay, I don't know what much more to do to this. Just trying to blend out some of the background a bit more, feather it out kind of. And what I mean by that is just making some of the transitions a little bit smoother so they don't look as harsh. But yeah, I think I like where this is at. I don't know that I could do much more to it. I kind of like that. Maybe on the next live stream you can draw an owl. That's a good one. I like that. An owl would be pretty cool. How about a red panda? Yeah, I did a red panda in the past as well. They're one of my favorite animals, so I could do another red panda. Got a bunch of photos of those. All right, well, I appreciate all the suggestions. I definitely have more things to draw, for sure, it seems. So I'm going to keep these live streams going, I guess, as much as I can, when I can. Feather it out. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Because it's a bird. Didn't even realize I made a joke like that. Gosh, I'm good. Crack myself up, man. Feather it out. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, folks. I'd appreciate it. But any other questions before I get off here? Looks like we're just about to hit an hour on the stream, so that's a good place to end. Maybe another 2 minutes or so. If you guys have any questions about anything, if you guys want to see any drawings or other stuff I've done. Does it annoy you when people suggest changes to what you were sketching? No, it doesn't bother me. A lot of the times they can be very helpful, and I do take them sometimes, take the suggestions. That's all they are suggestions. I'm the one in control here, so I can say, thanks, that's a good idea, let me try it, or I could say, thanks, but no thanks. So yeah, it doesn't annoy me, doesn't bother me, because this is my stream, and I'm in control. I do what I want, basically. Because sometimes you guys can see things that I can't. I'm so close to it and I'm so involved in it that sometimes I need somebody's opinion that is kind of can see the whole thing from a different angle, different perspective. It can be helpful. I never knew a red panda was a thing. Well, you need to go to Google right now, Google Images, type in red panda, and you're gonna melt. Your heart is gonna melt. Because they're so adorable. But anyway. Yeah, no problem, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to show off here right at the last second. I showed these yesterday. Somebody asked about shading with graphite, and I did these. These are some drawings that I did a while back that I shaded, and I didn't use a blending stump or anything. I didn't smear or smudge it. And this is what's possible if you have a very sharp pencil and you vary your pressure and you take a lot of time, you go very slow. You can do drawings like this with graphite. So just want to show you guys what is possible if you take your time and really focus on pressure and using the right kind of pencils. For this I use like HB and a 3B or a 2B, something like that, and you can get some pretty good shading. So those are probably some of the best drawings I've done, so just cool to show those off, of course. Tomorrow, or the next live stream, is a continuation of what I did yesterday. It's going to be part 2 of Watercolor Studies. I did these yesterday. These are some John Singer Sargent watercolors. I did some little studies, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing these 2. Or the next live stream. I don't know if it's tomorrow, but we're going to do these next. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in. Watercolor next time for sure. And then we'll see what's going on after that. So no, I did not use mechanical pencil. I don't like using mechanical pencil. I used HB pencil and like a 3B pencil. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me see if I have any that are, here we go. Here's one. Sharpen it like this. This is how you sharpen it. And see, this one's not even that sharp. It's kind of broken right now. So the way to sharpen it, so you get a razor blade and you just take away the pencil slowly, and you keep this long thing, and then you get one of these pieces of sandpaper thing. If you guys ever see these with like a drawing kit, you get your pencil on there, and then this is where you have to be very careful, but you go back and forth and spin the pencil as you're doing it. So I'm just spinning the pencil like this, rotating it as I'm doing this. And then what it does, what you get is a very sharp point. And then you just sit there for hours and you shade on your drawing like this. And just start varying the pressure, start layering on the graphite. You go very slowly. And then over time, you just keep doing that, keep sharpening it, resharpening it. And now I just got graphite all over my drawing because I'm an idiot. See, just got a bunch of graphite there at the bottom. That's great, lovely. So, yeah, that's kind of the method. That's how you do it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourself, and yeah, watercolor next time. Peace. See ya. Oh, how long did the drawing take? Those drawings took like 6 hours to 8 hours, something like that. This drawing took like 1 hour. So anyway, peace, folks.